iPod on. The short ones apply for perfectly competitive from its portion marginal cost much above the minimum point of film cost. Oh, Janice had a little baby. Like. Force equals mass times acceleration. Ham horn. All within the palm of your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is technology. Now, you might be asking, where did this come from? In the early 1990s, there was a massive innovation movement in Silicon Valley, California. Why Silicon Valley? Because silicon made the computer chips. Because of this, we didn't have to carry around bag phones anymore. We have phones that easily fit in our pockets, all because of these computer chips. Now, I consider myself a digital native because I was born in this epicenter of innovation. Therefore, I have grown up with cell phones, TVs, computers, tablets, instance. And because of this, I have become native to the technology. Now, what I'm going to be talking about today is how technology has made a massive improvement in our ways of communication and education. The communication aspect I'm going to refer to as the macro side of everything, the way we relate to other people. And then the education, the micro side, how we can help ourselves. And with these two subjects, I will talk about how technology is a massive improvement and is a good thing for our society. So first off, I'm going to talk about the macro side of everything. A family friend of mine named Willard Odell was an executive producer for RCA Records out in New York. And he said that back in the day, they had a timer on their desk whenever they make a phone call. The minute they were connected, 3 minutes on the clock. Your conversations were 3 minutes or less. Why? Well, needless to say, talk ain't cheap. After the first 3 minutes of your long distance call to LA, you would have the price for every minute would go up exponentially. So your conversations had to be 3 minutes or less. Nowadays, with the cell phone, for instance, doesn't matter if I'm calling across the room or across the country. Either way, a minute is the same value as any other minute. Yes, there is some long distance calling with landlines, but usually it's pretty cheap too. And if you don't want to spend any money, well, you can use a tablet and Skype somebody for free on the internet. It's a pretty amazing thing. So now we don't have to keep conversations so short. We can talk with anybody for as long as you want and pay very little. Now I talked about the macro side of everything and talk about more of the micro, the personal level of it. Now, what I brought for my visual aid was my iPod, because of the fact how this has helped me become smarter and better at what I do. The person I interviewed for the micro side of everything was Leonard Foy. He was an instructor of mine at this one jazz camp I went to, Birch Creek, up in Door County, Wisconsin. Now, he told me that the important thing about playing jazz is that you have to listen to it. And now all jazz musicians that are fairly old now, they would always say, yeah, when I was your age, I had to have my mom drive me down to the record store. I'd spend my 3 weeks of allowance on one single record and listen to it over and over again. They were only able to listen to 5 or so records in their lifetime. They would listen to them over and over again and learn how to play everything by ear. Now, I'm assigned to learn at least one song every single month by ear, about 3 minutes worth. And the way I do it is that I have certain software programs on my iPod that allow me to take a single track, any track of my choice, slow it down if I can't understand what they're playing. Not only do I have that option, I have the option of a tuner, a metronome, and other various resources to be able to listen to any artist I want for free, not spending my own money. Not only does it help me with my music, but also most tutors go to sleep by 10 o'clock every night. So when I was in high school, I was struggling to keep straight B's. Eventually I started using more online resources to look at lectures on calculus, physics, and various other subjects. I went from having straight B's to getting mostly A's and 5s on my AP exams. And so in conclusion, I have talked about how technology has improved our communication with others and our own education with ourselves. And now I challenge you to this. Every time you decide to snap a selfie or put something on Twinstagram, please also make sure you are trying to learn at least one thing every day. Learn something new and make sure that you are using your technology for good. With great power comes great responsibility. Thank you for your time.